About 2.5 years ago, we went into a local business model with Nike in Mexico, supporting them so that we could get product shipped to consumers way quicker than the more traditional cross-border air freighting service that we provide to our brands that we support around the world. As we moved into that new business model, we found that fraudsters were really taking advantage of the fact that product could be delivered to them within 1 to 2 days rather than 10 to 12 days. So we saw a massive spike in chargeback rates and fraud rates reaching as much as 3% and compared to the sort of 20 basis points when we're doing cross-border. That's clearly unsustainable, not only from a scheme compliance perspective, but also from a financial loss that ESW was incurring due to the chargebacks. So we implemented the guaranteed model with Signifyd, but partnered very closely with them to make sure that we watched metrics weekly to look at the approval rates and monitor those so that they didn't get too low while we're trying to address the fraud. As we worked through with Signifyd and got the fraud rate down from, like I mentioned earlier, it was as high as 3% at some point, down to around 80 bips, and now well below that. We were able to cut back on the amount of manual review efforts we were needing to support the market. Now that we've got Signifyd operating at a really great level within Mexico, we've been able to redeploy a lot of the resources that we're using for manual reviews to other parts of our business, and without having to employ more people and increase our headcount. So we've been able to pivot a lot of the resource over to the APAC region, as well as some of the return abuse, which is another new and growing issue that we see outside of Mexico in other regions such as Canada. And it's thanks to the work we've done with Signifyd that I've been able to have those additional resources available to address those issues without having to increase my net FTE. Now we're looking at bots. And I think that is the next, return abuse and bot attacks, the two things that we see as, ongoing challenges and something that we need to continue working with Signifyd to prevent. I would not hesitate to recommend Signifyd to any other merchant based on our experience. So we found that they approached ESW and the business that we had with a completely open mind. We were fully transparent with the issues we were facing and our expectation of having a partnership where we would both go on a journey while we get to a sustainable, profitable partnership. And that's something that's proven true over the 2+ years that we've been working with Signifyd, and we continue to explore other markets that we can do business with them in.